Welcome back, everyone. Today we have a very exciting deck to check out. We have Tarkin Blue Officials. We're back to doing these deck techs in the channel, so if it's something you enjoy, stick around, stay till the end. We're going to be doing deck tech and gameplay. So let's get in there, check out the list, and then we will start some matches. Okay, so here we are. This is the list. Shout out to DDRG who uploaded this list. It's been really fun playing around with it. It might have still some space for improvement, I'm sure, as it gets tested around. Maybe some cards that are not that useful, or maybe some cards that is missing. I might be thinking about playing a third. Power of the Dark Side is just such an amazing card in so many matches. You just want to throw that on your second turn. But other than that, it's been working really great. Let's start ahead and check why we're playing Confiscate. I've really seen Confiscate as a really useful piece against those decks that deploy Leader in space and that we don't have any way to deal with them. As you can see, we're only playing one space unit, and it's a 2/3. We're really depending on our legal authorities to grow a ground unit and then use that ground unit to capture whatever's threatening us pretty big time in space. So that might be like a small weakness I've seen in the deck, is that space can get complicated really fast if we can't deal with it. We'll see that in the gameplay farther ahead. We have one emergency powers. That's a nice card to finish off games, but I haven't been using it that much. I might be just playing it wrong, but I normally resource it. I think it's pretty situational. That's why it's only one, but it can give you you can have the situation where you really need this card to just close up a game. Then we have two Bounty Hunter's Quarry, a good card against those decks where we want to be trading, or that we know that we can grow a big ground unit that's going to clean the board, and it's just a one-off, a one-cost card, so it's easily playable on curve when we're playing our officials that are not usually that expensive. So good card overall. It helps us fill the board with officials. We need a lot of officials in board to make the other cards better. The other cards are dealing experience tokens to up to 2 official units, or even up to 3 official units. So this card helps us fill up to the point where we're getting the whole value out of those cards. We're playing 2 Krennics, just an amazing card. We don't have when defeated abilities on the deck, but he's a 2/2 shielded official that can really help if you're putting an experience token turn 2 on him, and then suddenly you have a 3/3 shielded. That's going to help you clear the board, and it's just another official to fill up. So pretty good. We're also playing 3 of the new droids, just an amazing 3/3 body for 2. Basically, a battlefield marine for dark side. So a must play, or you're going to see a bunch of decks that play dark side playing him. Good to keep control on board. Absolutely good against aggro decks. You can easily bump it up to a 4/4, or just use it to trade and gain time to fill your board up with other good units. We're playing 3 Inferno 1. You know, this is a card that's really good against those decks that are throwing cheap space units fast onto the board. If you know you're going against a heavy space unit, try to get one of these in your hand, throw it in turn 1, maybe get an experience turn 2, and then you suddenly have a 3/4 that's going to at least trading for 2 other ships in space. Then we have 3 Admiral Portgas. So this card is amazing. I think it's really good. It just makes the deck a little bit harder to play. This is not a card you want to play in turn 1. I've made that mistake a bunch of times where, I think I can start getting to rolling with Partgas, but he's not a good turn 1. Like, if he's alone, he's doing nothing. He gets pinged off the board easily. So definitely a late game card. When you have like other officials on board and he comes down, he's going to be swinging for like 10 or 11 or 12 damage if you put some experience tokens on him, and if he's getting +2/+2 for the other officials. So a great card, just you have to play around it, understand it before you get the whole power out of him. Next up, we have the, I don't know how to pronounce this guy, but basically he gets you look through the top 10 cards of your hand for a lock card. Lock card is Confiscate, Emergency Powers, and Legal Authority. That's amazing. We really need the legal authorities in this deck. They are the ones that deal with the biggest threats, give us extra resistance on our officials to make them last longer and take better advantage of those experience tokens. Sometimes the opponent is calculating that he's gonna kind of have enough to take him down, and suddenly he gets +0/+2 and captures another unit. And also, when you capture a unit, you also get their bounties, so you can combine this with Bounty Hunter's Quarry. So he's here basically to find our legal authorities or the confiscate in case you're in those matches where you can really use it against a leader deploying in space. Two Snow Trooper Lieutenant, just an amazing card to get that extra 2 attack to deal with something in ground that's going to give you trouble. Most of our officers have some good resistances, so you're a lot of time attacking and surviving. So that +2/+0 is pretty good. We're playing 3. Let me see this. Vanny. Just really good card to spread out your experience tokens. So basically what you can do is you give him experience tokens, you swing, you hit for 3, then you give that experience token to a unit that hasn't attacked this turn and swing for a bigger, and you're just using 1 experience token optimally to deal more damage. He's a great turn 1 play as a 2/4 that becomes a 3/5 on turn 2 if that's what you need. So really, really good. Up next, we have the budget scheming. Also a lock card, so that helps us with our Orn Frita to actually find something. It happens sometimes you play him and don't find anything. Having these 2 cards there improves your chances of finding something, and it's also amazing. A lot of times we do have those 3 officials on board, and this card just for 2 resources is really helping us close that game. So amazing card. We already talked about Legal Authority, super important. Uh, 3 Emperor's Royal Guard. I mean 2. I think it's a very strong card. I would sometimes consider bumping it up to 3. The problem is we don't always have that official. It sounds like you should because we're playing an official deck, but it's not always the case. 2 is just good enough there to protect our officials. Next up, 3 General Veers, basically one of our best officials in deck. The rest of our deck is Imperial, so we're growing them. He's also a good target for experience tokens as he goes up to 4/4, and basically your opponent has to deal with it, and he becomes really, really dangerous, so amazing card. 3, the client, of course. He's an official, he's Imperial, basically everything we need. Very dangerous guy with an experience token on him, being a 3/6 shielded, and also having the option of healing that 5 extra HP from deck. So very, very important card. 2 Power of the Dark Side. I would really think maybe bumping it up to 3. Maybe dropping down 1 Masamida, which is the next card. He's great because he has plot, and he's a 3/4, but I don't know, I've been testing it around, and sometimes, paying those 4 when you deploy Tarkin is leaving you a bit behind or not leaving you space to use legal authority or other answers. But in case that you can actually deploy Moth and have the possibility to play Masamida right off, it's also getting you a lot of value. It's the 3/4 that is bumping up your Moth Tarkin, bumping up whatever official you have on board. So that's pretty good. Next up, we have 3 Vice Admiral Rampant. So he's also very good, but I think a bit similar to Major Partagaz, where he really, you need to know when to play him. Like, if you know he's going to give you the match with giving you that extra experience to really go away from your opponent's possibilities, then play him. But don't just try and play him on curve just because he costs 4 and you're going like turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, and then you're maybe not leaving yourself with answers to maybe answer your opponent's board just to play him. So basically what I'm saying is if you have the chance to play him and you've been controlling your opponent's board, he's really going to give you the game. But if you're kind of like in the middle where you're still fighting for control and it could get out of control if you don't use your legal authority or something like a Power of the Dark Side in that point, don't play him because he's not going to be fast enough to actually win you the game if your opponent's going to get out of control. Two-Feathered Dragon explains itself, very good against Piet or anything that's playing some big bodies. You need this to deal with them. One Deramiro, I think it's a nice card. I've just never played her. Like, I resource her and then I don't get to the point where I actually need her. That might be just my mistake, but it's an interesting card. Very good ambusher. It's just that we hardly get to that like 6 resource position where we just want to play her and nothing else. Maybe not flood the board with officials or use your events. So one of her, just in case. I'm sure she has some good matchups. So maybe I'll keep in mind that when I could use a 5/5 ambusher. And of course, 3 Darth Vaders, 5/7 ambusher that gets you any other of the cards we have in our deck is just amazing, and a very, very good finisher and good for advantage against control because it gets you 2 bodies on the field. So that's the extra nudge of basically help we need. So that's the deck. Let's jump into some games. And if you think this is helpful for you, if you like deck techs and gameplay videos, and this is your first time here, maybe you were following us in a previous channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's go ahead and start our games. That's fine. Let's see what she does. If you played a non-unit force card this phase, do 1 damage. Okay. So she's going to be pinging her units. That's fine. We need to... So this is, for example, a card that I think it's might be interesting to just start off and make this guy huge. But I'm not sold on the idea. I think I can just give him 1 experience. Gosh, okay. So we definitely don't want our Vanny dead. Yeah, this could be a good moment. Just go all in on the Vanny to deal with his board. He's gonna be able to take out both of them without dying. That's fine. Okay, that's good. Probably a good time for Bounty Hunter Squirrel. Let's see. This can really put us ahead. You know, it's going to be really optimal if we can take him out, play Veers, and get something off the top of our deck. But we'll see what he thinks I'm playing. If he... Okay, perfect. I was thinking if he actually plays an upgrade or something like that, we could power the dark side. So we're in a good position here. Let's take him out, trigger, and nice, nice, nice. I think I'll go ahead and try and find a legal authority. With our 4 Bonnie, okay, nice. I think at this moment, I think I want to get rid of the Kiarimundi. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to give him an experience token, and then I'm going to capture him so that we don't leave anything in board. And we're in a very, very good position. This is a moment where I really like Major Partagas. We already have 2 official units on board, and we could play Veers and Partagas. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Also, like Admiral Rampant in this turn is going to be a bit slow because it's just going to take us too long to start attacking. We have 2 blue cards in hand, which can be troublesome to actually get to that 2 greens and the dark side to disclose. So we can resource him no problem. It's looking good for us. It's looking pretty good. We had a very nice control in the beginning. And okay. Perfect. I thought she was going to disconnect, but he's back. Okay, so he gets a red 5. I'm tempted to just, you know what? Let's go ahead and play Veers and just get an extra. Although that Veers doesn't let me play Power of the Dark Side right off the bat. So I'm going to start with Part Gas. Psychometry, let's see what that does. Okay, so he's just getting another card, and he found the Jungling Padawan. That's completely fine with us. He's out of resources, so we are going to play Veers, make our stuff bigger, and go ahead and start attacking big time. We are going to get an extra damage if we deploy Tarkin, so let's go ahead and do that. Ray deploys in 7, so we're good for now. I don't want to put all my eggs in the same basket, and I'm afraid for... Actually, we just need to maximize damage here. And we are going to move an experience tokens over to Veers. And then we're just going to hit for 1. That's fine. We could have hit for 1 more if we gave the experience token to or in free top, but I think that's fine. Let's go ahead and pass. We get a second major party gas, which we don't need. And I think confiscate is interesting at this point. Could be pretty good. We have enough damage in board right now to win. Okay, so a 5/7 ambusher. Okay. We're still in a pretty good position. So I'm gonna go ahead and start swinging just into base. We need to keep up our pressure. Give +1/+0 to major part gas, and give an extra experience token to Veers. I just think it's not gonna be enough for him to beat us here. And he's down to 1. And we could just go ahead and power the dark side. Whatever he decides to lose is fine with us. I should have attacked with part gas here. Just because I have overwhelm, I would have dealt with him, but that's it. It was game over. We need to remember part gas has overwhelm. So there you go, game 1. Let's go ahead and requeue.
Hello there.
Okay, we're getting a rematch against Ukes. That's fine. That's fine. Let's see if he wants to play a second game. So this is interesting. Yeah, I definitely like it. I'll keep. And let's resource. I didn't see him playing any upgrades. So we'll get rid of Confiscate. And I think we can get rid of Inferno 4. Go ahead and claim. Perfect. So this ended up being a great play last game. He gave us the game. So that's one way to do it. Just bump up a big guy, go up to 4. Here though, I think it could be interesting to bump Krennic, maybe use this. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we need Krennic to be in a position to kill the Padawan and use the Bounty Hunter's Quarrel this turn. Okay, you may either exhaust a friendly unit or use the Force. If you do, he draws a card. Okay, that's fine. We could potentially just capture the Padawan so he doesn't have the Force. I think that's a good idea. Let's just take him. I think it leaves us in a pretty good position. Okay, so he takes my shield token, that's fine. Interesting, so I think I still like the Bounty Hunter. Yeah, the Bounty Hunter's Quarrel. And I like this. I'm gonna get rid of the Vader. I think it's just too early for him. And let's go ahead and start with... I want to start with an experience token on Krennic. I just want him to be in a position where he can deal with anything they're going to throw at us right now. Perfect. So okay. Whew, this is nice. So I like Veers, I like Partgas because we can throw down an official, and next turn he's going to be just dealing so much damage. I think that's where we're going to go with. If a friendly unit left, the Force is with you. Okay, so he just wanted to grab the Force. That's fine. We'll go ahead and grab Orin Frita and grab another budget scheming. That's pretty nice. Like, we could get a lot of value out of those cards next turn. We don't need Confiscate right now. Dedra could be interesting next turn. Right now, we could really go all in on the experience tokens, then deploy Moff Tarkin. Ouch. Okay. And that was just for 1 resource. That hurts. Okay, let's go ahead and give an experience token to Partgas. It's fine. I guess we'll just try to overwhelm over this Padawan really hard. Raise down to only 2 cards, so that's good. And we are going to be putting so much experience tokens. Okay, he's just finding a card. That's fine. Let's deploy. Okay, we'll go ahead and 3 experience tokens. We can potentially take red 5 this turn. I think that's the way to go. So do we want to deal? Yeah, I think we don't want him to have anything in the field. So let's go ahead and play a legal authority. Just grab this guy, swing for 3, swing for 7, and pass. We don't need another part gas, but this is going to be pretty good, and that's it. That's game over. Yeah, Ray's having a lot of trouble against this deck. Let's
Hello
requeue.
there.
Okay, we're going to get Spiet. This match is fun. We need to try and outrun him. And this is actually a hand that can help us get there. We need to be wary of open fire. So let's research this, and let's research one client. And let's see what he starts with. Okay. It would be great to have a snow trooper right now. Let's see. Masamida. We already plotted one. I don't think we need. I don't think Piet plays that many upgrades, anyways. That's fine. I don't really feel like saving him right now. I would much rather play the client. But then again, I don't have a... I actually do. So let's give him an experience token. Okay, that's perfect. We will deal with HK. Oh, God. It would have been a lot better play to just play the Inferno 4, pass the experience token over. That way he can't use the Super Laser Technician. Okay, so I guess this is a point where... yeah, this could work. Both of them could work pretty well. Okay, let's leave them top. I like it. Resource one thing. We'll resource a client. We need to have the 2 green cards. We are going to lose our Vanny as right now. Okay, let's try it out this way. Okay, just go ahead and place Vice Admiral. And this starts getting pretty dangerous. Like, I'll go ahead and claim. I don't want him using this next turn. It's getting rough. That invisible hand is going to start flooding the board, and we didn't have enough to just stop it. Okay, let's go ahead and I think we deploy. Oof. Okay, that's terrible. I don't think we can get back from this. Okay, might as well try. Just not good enough draws. Let's see, Bounty Hunter Squirrel. We could maybe find something interesting. Masamida could be good as well. Okay. I don't think we win this race, but Overwhelming barrage. Okay, that's definitely game right there. When we could have dealt 12 up to 19. That's pretty good. Okay, just grab this. Um, it's over anyways. Like maybe we could have had a resemblance of a chance. Nah, just with the 10-10. Okay, so that's game. Nice match anyways. He just went a
Hello
lot
there.
faster that we could have gone. Okay, we'll start. And this is an okay hand. I like Krennic against Han. We'll research one of these guys. And, an emergency powers right now sounds interesting. Let's keep it around, see what happens. Okay, we'll go ahead and claim. Interesting, this is pretty good. Let's just drop it. He can't get over this. It's just a good card for this turn. Just Cassian having a lot of trouble with the Rojo guard. Okay. Perfect. Two other official units. So not that good right now. Maybe next turn with a plot. Perfect. So we could potentially just give him an experience token to capture blue leader. I'm not against that plan at all. Okay. He swings. That's fine. I'll just go ahead and swing as well. Okay, so we are potentially just killing him next turn. But, gosh, maybe if I would have dealt with him, I could have just claimed and kept power. Oof. Or we could give him 2 experience counters, but he's still dying against Poe next turn. So what do we want to do here? Okay, this is a good play. So we'll just go ahead and give this guy 2 experience tokens, and he can deal with Poe right now. And it costs us nothing. Out of here, my man. Okay, I like this right now. We're getting mass Amida from the plot if we want it that way. As soon as we play the Grand Moff. Okay, he's still swinging, which is not terrible for us. Let's go ahead and swing as well and see what he plays. No, we still have Krennic out for potentially dealing with stuff. Okay, nice. Not bad. I think that's something we really want to capture. But if we capture him, we're not going to be able to play. I think I'm fine with not playing Masamida anyways. But we can keep pressuring really hard for just base. Let's do that. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We will hit. We will deploy. Pass. We will swing here. Give an experience token here. Okay, he takes our guard. That's fine. I think we just keep going. Swing for. Okay, play this. Find the legal authority. Play this. Swing for 7. pass. I like Masamita at this point. Oof. Okay. Big plays right there. Um, let's just, keep growing this, guys. We have 8 damage on board. Perfect. He's still in a very, very dangerous position, and we have a lot of, we have a lot of HP over him. Let's see what he does. Okay, let's go ahead and play Vader. Okay, play the Snowtrooper. Okay, attack with a unit. Oh, okay, that was a big mess up. No problem. We'll just go ahead and attack with Masamita. Take this out, trigger the ambush. What? Oh, it wasn't an Imperial unit. God, okay. This is bad. It should be game though. Like, okay, yeah, I'm not really good at the triggers in Carabest. GG, my friend. So there you have it. It's a really nice deck. If this is something you enjoy, remember subscribe. We're gonna be doing this a bunch. This was just Tarkin Blue. Again, shout out to the deck creator. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.